Okay, where were we? It's been a couple of days. Ah, yes, I remember now. We we took down that fallen hero. Take a look at our soldiers. We've got Hildrich, the shield bearer. Oh yeah, check this out. The latest patch has switched around some of the skills. The rotation is now at level 3, which is huge. And underdog is now at level 5. But I think on one of these guys, we already took underdog when it was level 3. So I don't know if he's going to lose it now. I hope not. Islander. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Just gives it to him there. Oh. 59 melee skill at level 4 is not great. It's kind of got to reacquaint myself with all the lads because I've been playing my offline campaign. Ah yes, and my shield bearer is going to take taunt. But something I do want to start working towards is getting my frontline lads with at least 40 to 45 ranged skill. And then quick hands. Everyone's going to get quick hands at some point. So if you're fighting a kind of battle like against orcs, for example, when the orcs are coming towards you, your front line can throw some weapons, back line can shoot as they approach. I generally just find quick hands to be super, super useful. Okay, yes, we've got the 2 sergeants here. Sergeants need to be in the middle. Sergeant crossbow, sergeant archer, okay. Crossbowman, 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 archer. Right. Let's get going. I'm going to check the weapons everyone's got here up front. You need a dagger, Bertolf. Or an axe. Yes, you're probably better served with an axe. Because your 56 accuracy isn't going to... Oh god, look at that accuracy. No, that fatigue, never mind. I'm just thinking that for this side of the formation, we don't really have a way of getting through or around shields. You know what, Sigbold, you are probably better off with the axe. I mean, 63 base accuracy is probably fine. Let's axe it up for a bit here on the front. I mean, 63 accuracy is plenty. That means you can use a falchion instead. 1 boar spear, a bunch of boar spears would be great. 59... Yeah, these short swords just don't do enough. Just don't do enough. Oh yes, on off our Highlander. As soon as we get a nice big 2-handed weapon, he's going to wear the decayed coat of scales and that, like that and that. But look at his fatigue. Nope. Forget that. Right. I would love to fight a few zombies just to get some more of these sets of worn mail shirts. Our next ambition is a squad of 20 men. Why did I take that? That's a difficult one to get. Okay, we'll probably just end up hiring a bunch of beggars. Whatnot. Hunt down what terrorizes Wagenheim. Kiviscos, thanks for the follow, buddy. Your mother was a hamster, your father smelled of elderberries. Do we have enough damage and skill to be able to take on a 2-skull terrorizing mission? We probably do, but that's why I would have given everybody swords. Because it's going to be either Nachtsirs or Direwolves. So it's swords and spears is what you want. Okay, good. I think we can do it. Let's do it. Let's be bold. We need this money. 1,000 gold. It'll be amazing. I really hope it's Nachtsirs. I find Nachtsirs easier to take care of than Direwolves. It's getting dark. Okay, let's switch out our backline then. Only Edmund with Fangshire can still shoot at night. Everybody else, switch to pikes. Probably better. Hang on, I've already taken crossbow skill. Yes, I need a proper crossbow. What is it, Nachties or Wolves? I think it's going to be wolves. Ooh, there's some zombies around. You know what? I'm gonna... Once I've finished hunting down this terrorizing mission, we'll try to hunt down those zombies. I'm always so keen to hunt down armored Vadergangers whenever I can. I find that to be the most reliable source of getting cheap or essentially free armor in the early to mid game. Oh, it's Direwolves. 8 of them. Ouch. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Oh, and height advantage. Straight into height advantage. That is so bad. So, no, that is no bueno. Ah! Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, having these guys with their javelins out. You have quick hands, you don't. Okay, so shoot with your crossbow. Who do you have a good shot at? 60%, 70%. I think that 70% is probably our best shot. This is a recent change that they've put in, which I really like. So if you're shooting just across one square, you don't get the obstructed penalty like that. So you're literally shooting over the shoulder of your ally, which is actually great. And in theory, it means that with these guys, I didn't have to go to the pikes. But those pikes are almost guaranteed to do... Oh, for goodness sake, and he misses. What are your... No, you're definitely better off staying with your crossbow. Hey, Arnulf, you don't have quick hands, do you? Ah, so stupid. I need you. Knock this bloody dog away. Ah! Shit, we are off to a horrible, horrible start. Okay, good hit, D-Town. Come on. Sigbold. Finally. Okay, so when we can go back to Grimbold, he can get up onto that bit of high ground. Just taking this high ground is going to be vital. You don't have quick hands, do you? Can't taunt. Don't have the AP. So we can throw once and then move up. But instead, let's move forward and get our shield up. Oh, I've cocked this up horribly. Oh! I needed you to hit that, dude. Oh god, this is gonna hurt so much. These wolves are gonna completely wreck us. No worries, Kirikos, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, you would have seen the YouTube campaign just ended. That was Season 3. This is Season 4. This is the Headhunters. And we've gotten off to a great start, but now I've just played this battle terribly so far, so hopefully we can get through this without too much damage. Finally hits a shot. Let's start focusing on individual wolves. Wolves. Good hit. I can either take the hit, or I think if I'm smarter, I go straight to the wooden shield, because I know this guy's going to hit us on the next turn. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can go 4. Okay. What's your melee defense? Only 19. Get your shield up. Ah, oh, come on. What kind of a dog do we have? Is he worth releasing? What the hell? We're in trouble. I wouldn't normally release a dog this early, but we're in a lot of trouble here. That's not at all what I wanted him to do. And he... Oh, it's stupid dog. They ran there and then tried to get to the high ground, which gave the Direwolf a free shot. So that dog's probably just going to die on the next turn. Damn it. 2 great hits by Bertolf there, though. This is why I put swords in everybody, because you attack once and then you go into riposte, because they attack 3 times. So if they miss any of those, get free shots on them. Worried about Bertolf. He doesn't have a lot of armor, but we should be fine here. He's got decent armor there. Ooh, here's the problem. Grimold's in contact with 4 of these things, and he's going to have to put his shield up, that's for sure. And he doesn't have the fatigue to do it. Great, so rip Grimold. Why does he have so little fatigue? That's just because, oh, he's a level 1, that's why. Yeah, getting your level 1s out alive is such a problem. Why taunt here? It's just 1 less wolf that's going to be attacking Grimold. I think we taunt. What if I taunt this one? It'll force it to come through to the square. I wonder. Let's try that. I mean, this one's breaking already. Rip our dog. God. Nice, look at those 3 hits we're getting from riposte. Okay, so taunt just failed, so... damn it. Who died there? Grimold. He was a level 1, it's not the end of the world. His death wasn't for nothing though. We learned that you have to taunt an adjacent square, because if you taunt a square that's not adjacent, that doesn't work. Oh, we got a problem here. Again, which one's wounded? That one. Ah! Should be fine. I don't see us losing anybody else. Great work. Ah, god damn it. That's bad. This Direwolf, if it hits Bertolf 3 times, which it could. Shit. I spoke too soon saying I don't see anybody else dying here. Oh. Rip. Struck down and not dead. Yeah, I made an absolute pig's ear of this fight. Ah, team. Can you get to high ground? You can on the next turn. We needed that. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Height advantage. Scary shit. Oh, come on, Edmund. There we go. Yeah. So I think the only two we lost was our level 1s. So, I mean, that sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Just what does start to worry me is it's day 45, and we don't have a very well experienced roster. You still recover from it. I certainly intend to do so. But I need to step my game up. Nice. Okay, just a missing finger on Bertolf, that's great. Still, rip Grimold. Rip. Oh jeez, look at that, we're out of food as well. 1,000 crowns, we needed that. Okay, oh, look at this cheap bread, let's stock up on bread. We certainly don't need all these wolf pelts. Are we ever going to use these woodcutter's axes? I don't think so. Oh, you know what we might do? We might. I'm going to keep 2 of every other weapon. For handing out to everybody. Yeah, it's a heater shield just with less hit points. It's worth hanging on to. Fine for ammo. We need tools as always. No one here to hire. Everybody is hurting. Oh, look at that. What can we take to leverage his excellent pike skill? I was going to take quick hands and let him use a crossbow and a pike, but it kind of seems not really worth it with such a large disparity in his... Okay, no, that kind of changes things. Okay, good. Yeah, in that case, let's go back to the crossbow pike combo. Well, once we have a spare bow and arrow for him to use, that is. Spare arrow? Yeah, let's try this out. They can start off shooting, and then once they get close, he whips out the pike and starts stabbing. He's also got a wooden shield in case someone gets too close. It's the same theory here with Ivar. Excellent. As always, we need a replacement for this front line, though. Ivar could be the frontline person, but we'll see what we can hire. I'm tempted to make him frontliner because he's got 3 stars in fatigue, so he'll be able to get a lot of fatigue and get very, 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 very heavy armor. I've had a bit of success with building swordsmen, guys who don't have a lot of stars in melee skill, but you build them shield expert and sword expert. Okay, we'll think about that. Need to repair that and repair that. Okay, so until you guys have quick hands, don't bother with the ranged weaponry. Unless we know we're going to be fighting orcs, for example. And we know they're going to let them come to us. 63... Would love another flail. 64 accuracy. You can use a hand axe. Nice, we've got that boar spear. Who should I give the boar spear to? Let's give it to whoever has the lowest attack value, which is Bertolf. Easily. With 63 you can use an axe. What we really need here is a clear out the cemetery type of mission so we can get some more of these worn mail shirts. Nice bit of money. Temple there, do we need to treat any wounds? Do not. I want to see if we can get a conscript. Not a conscript, a militiaman. So on my offline campaign, I've had a lot of success around about the day 30 to 40 mark to start transitioning from all the farmers and vagabonds and miners that I'd hire in the early game to start, like, when one of them die, you replace them with the militiaman, who tends to have higher base stats. This guy's too expensive, unfortunately. Brawlers are good, very, very good option as well. Let's pick up this brawler and hope he has a star on melee skill, which he does not. But, oh man, that's amazing. Strong and Iron Lungs is amazing. And he's got a star on melee defense. So he'll still be a frontliner. Hell, I can even give him this decayed coat of scales. He's got so much fatigue. That's a bit much. That'll do. You know, 55 is it's not enough. Well, with Iron Lungs, he's going to be recovering 20 fatigue per turn, and he'll be doing 20 per turn on if he attacks twice. So I think he can get away with it. Look at that. Okay, not quite. I think that's a touch greedy. That'll do it. Just wonder whether I should give him another secondary weapon. 57 is close enough to 60. I think that's fine. Battle Brothers and beer. Well, Battle Brothers and coffee. Evening, Fraggle Jim. So basically, whenever we get a chance and we can afford it, we're going to be hiring militia like this. These militiamen are actually amazing. That's tempting. That is a super tempting buy. But nah. Let's just compromise and get leather lamellar armor. Because this is it's got a very good price point. 95 armor for 10 fatigue. And look, it's really freed up a lot of fatigue now for Thorismund. That will even let him carry a secondary weapon. Something that I can use to deal with armor. Actually, you know what? Hildebrand, you've got a flail, so you don't need the dagger. So Thorismund, take that dagger, and I think hang on to the Morning Star, and then you could just stun a high-value target if we have one giving us trouble. I'll tell you what, let's hire some beggars and some cheapies. Just to get ourselves up to 20. Get that ambition, and then we'll just fire the ones that aren't any good. We'll start checking on what these are. Greenskins, no, too much. But we should check what all those missions are, because you want to get the patrols. The patrols are some of the best ways to get money. Well, I'm going to finish my coffee, Fraggle, and then later on we'll be switching to Glenfiddich. Lovely stuff. Remind me, which house were we going to try to ally with? I think it was Adelreich who's the one that I liked. These are the trading guys who are bad guys, and Thura. Yeah, it's Adelreich that I wanted to cozy up to, but we're not worrying about that just yet. We need tools, and we need to hire some cheap men. Ooh, and some work for us as well. Traders don't often come here. I'm not going to spend money just yet, but once it comes time for us to try to set off into the wilderness and find something to raid, those taverns are going to be invaluable. Our first priority is tools. 228, I think we buy 2 loads of tools, and then we get every beggar and cheap person we can find. 120 is too much. We'll just hire all the nerds we find. We might as well check out what they have. Like, I mean, Dirk, we won't keep him. I mean, these stats are rubbish. Dirk. Nah, his hit points are too low. We'll get rid of him as well. You could potentially turn Dirk into a sergeant because he's got resolve and fatigue, but we already have 2 sergeants. Any wounds? Nope. Alright, let's keep working. Need to take him to Trogenschacht. Let's see where Trogenschacht is. So it's 110. Go how far? Oh right, just up the road. Let's just check what the 2 skull mission is then. Head into Rheinberg. How much is this one paying? 160 plus 630. Escort, but it's a caravan escort. It's going to Rheinberg. Where is Rheinberg? All the way down south. I'll tell you what, let's take the 1 skull, pop up to Trogenschacht, and then see what else we can find. I'm just nervous of taking a 2 skull caravan guarding mission. We were pretty strong, but we got a couple of level 1s. And until we get those level 1s up to at least level 3, so I can give them... what's the fast adaptation? And... Colossus. Then you can start doing 2 skulls again. Otherwise you just can't keep the bastards alive, they just die. Welram, welcome. Oh, not bad. But he's clumsy. Oh, but Iron Lungs is amazing though. Once we hire a full 20, then we'll decide. We might even keep 1 or 2 of them if we get lucky with some of them. I mean, for all you know, it's happened before. Sometimes I've hired a cripple and gotten 3 stars in ranged skill. Or 3 stars in melee, and you make him an amazing pikeman. But this guy would never be a good frontline fighter. He's got okay fatigue, but his hit points are too low. Still, Iron Lungs is ridiculously good. That's probably that's the best passive in the game. Abandoned walls. Yes, let's go do it. 120 plus 470, I accept. So this will be fighting skeletons or zombies. So how are we going to deal with that? We'll chop through their shields or just go around them with flails. But we've only got the 1 flail. You know what? We've got this long axe. Everyone else here has pikes. Yeah, this should be quite doable. Put our flail guy in the middle. Yeah, axe there, axe, very nice. Let's go do it. Cheap tools by any chance? Nope. Can we do any better with the armor? We actually can. Thorisman, I can probably... It's 5 less head armor, but it's 4 more fatigue. 2 more fatigue. Not worth it. Actually, if it's going to be fighting against skeletons, we may as well equip those throwing weapons, because we'll let them come to us and... I mean, the throwing axes not going to do much damage, but if you manage to hit the skeleton, you can wreck its armor or even do some damage to its shield. But again, I don't have quick hands on anybody on the front line yet, so... Arnulf has really crap fatigue. I mean, look, even with Brawny, he's got so little fatigue. Very encouraging. I'm just curious whether if I were to let him actually use his two-handed... Look at that, he only has 37 fatigue. Yeah, I think I've misleveled him. Oh, well. What are you going to do? The other school of thought when dealing with these skeletons is if you can't get around the shields, just go through them by using spears, because plus 20 chance to hit. If you try to chop through those shields, you're going to be there for a while, because they have shield expert. You know what? Normally I try the spears, and normally it doesn't work that well. Let's just try go through it with axes. We'll be fine. What we got here? You found the petrified almanac. It was a lot easier than you thought it would be, but there's something else here too. You spot a glittering ancient sword adorned to a tall statue of a man with a blank face. You're not sure what a statue is such a thing, but there it is. And there it seems to always have been, which begs the question why. Perhaps the headhunter should stick to what it's tasked to do. We are not very strong. We'll just take the almanac and get the hell out. Besides, we can always come back here later on when we have a falcon and we can scout. Do we have a falcon already? We don't have... Oh, we do. Well, I'll tell you what, let's complete the mission and then go back there. because then the fleeing penalty won't be so bad. Goodness sake. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. It's just one of the crappy beggars we're hanging on to for the moment. Oof, prices are still ridiculous though. Yeah, I think we can sell some of those swords. We've already got 1, 2, yeah, we only need 4, 5, 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we certainly don't need all those spears. Let's leave 4 short swords, and we'll sell those 3. What you got for us? Ooh, this is another 2-skull hunt down what's terrorizing, and this is doable. Hopefully this will be Nachtseers and not Direwolves. And if we just play it better, it shouldn't be quite as difficult as it was last time. In fact, we'll start off the whole backline with ranged weapons. Just in the hope that what we're dealing with is going to be Nachtseers, and then we can just throw some... shoot at them a bit. Is it worth buying a drink at the tavern? It might be. Everyone's only satisfied, so we just make sure there aren't any drunkards in the party. Nope, nope. No drunkards. Okay, let's go buy a drink. I've also got to remember that I do have a bowyer. So if I can get 2 bits of fine wood, I should leave them in the inventory. Hopefully, they'll build a master-crafted bow for us. It's Direwolves. Let's hope this goes better than the last one. Oh, that one is rabid. That frenzied Direwolf. That's kind of scared. Frenzied. That's new. Okay, well, let's focus these buggers down. That is scary. Good hit. I think on this first turn we're definitely going to shield wall and riposte, which uses a lot of fatigue, but I reckon it's going to be worth it. It's just so cool that you can just shoot over your teammate's shoulder. And fine to keep shooting. Oh, great work. Okay, detail, no, that's no good. You are way better off. Your pole arm, and you're going to miss. Absolute tit. Eatmar, you are way better with your bows. Oopsie. Only hits 1. 5356, about the same. He doesn't have quick hands, does he? Ooh, he's a crossbow specialist. We need a crossbow for him. So I'm going to take 1 shot. Nice. And then switch to pike. The pike's going to be more accurate. I mean, we're shooting at 40 odd. We'll be attacking at 60 odd probably. The fact that we've managed to kill 1 already is pretty damn good. Ivar's gonna need to go to his shield because these guys can flank quite easily. That was actually, I should have done just the shield and then shield up. Oh god, scary. So it looks like the frenzied direwolves have overwhelm. 2 hit, nice. I think Riposte was worth using there. Didn't get as much out of it as I would have liked. But... oh, look at this. I think I'd rather have him use rally. Like, what's the... no, because I mean, by rally I can change this braking to a wavering. But this 85% chance to do good damage is probably too good to turn down. Obviously he misses, an 86% shot. Which one is the most wounded? This one. Oh, so close. Come on, team. Oh, terrible, terrible round. I think just take the attack again. We can't do another turn of shield wall because we don't have enough fatigue. Let's focus this one down. We can hit the bugger. Oh, damn it. Yes! We needed that. God, we needed that. God, he's there, goddamn. He's in trouble. I should have put a shield wall up. He's surrounded by 3 of these things. God, how many stacks of overwhelm? Only 2. 3 stacks of overwhelm. Nice. Oh, come on, Detailman. I think that's 3 in a row he's missed. All at 86%. Not been his day. Yes. Whew. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay, good. They're all breaking now. I've just moved him into that spot because now he's in contact with both of these two, so he can attack them as they flee. Ah, get decapitated. Killed by murder. Oh my word. Usually is too exhausted to get his shield up, so this one could still kill him. But if he hits this, she doesn't. Overwhelming's really hurting him. Oh, for God's sake. Well, we got an achievement there called Hard to Kill. So that means Giselier got struck down rather than killed. So he's got 3 permanent injuries. That's the 3rd time he's been struck down rather than killed. I think it's going to be time to retire Giselier. Honorable retirement. God, man, these wolves are no joke. Nachtseers are so much easier to deal with. I think our only dog that we had died. Another wolf fight, so we can't set a dog after this dog. Get him, lads. We're off to a bit of a rough start tonight, but that's okay. Can and will recover from the storm. Run him down. I want that extra wolf pelt. Nah, he's away. So let's see. Oof, partly collapsed lung. Yeah, no, that's definitely honorable discharge for Giselier. The poor guy. So, have a brother with 3 permanent injuries. I think he's got weak heart, missing ear. Look at the poor guy. The pity, he was a 2-star as well. Weakened heart, partly collapsed lung, and a missing ear. He's really been through the ringer. Of the 3 recruits that we have here, I think Walram for probably the best replacement. Not a long-term replacement, of course, until we can hire someone who's better. Easily, you can hang in the back. Stay in reserve. Means we need to hire 8 more brothers. Not inspiring, not at all very inspiring. Good, some level ups, which we needed. +3 is nice. Always nice. Wonder if I should even bother giving him ranged skill. You know what? Yes, because he's on the back line. I want him to at least be able to use a crossbow at some point. Fast adaptation is always too good to turn down. Raymond the archer. Bow mastery. Sure. Ah, look at that. He's got loads of fatigue already, so we'll take a range defense. And what else? Hit points is fine, that's the beauty of a farmhand. You know what I will do? I'm going to give him initiative, because I want his initiative and his fatigue to be at around about the same value. So if memory serves, your initiative can never be... your fatigue is lower than your initiative is then the lower value. And I want to give him dodge, so then 15% of the character's initiative as a bonus to melee and range defense. Which is amazing for archers. They tend to have quite light armor. Oh god, still can't afford these tools. We don't actually have a tailor, do we? Let's see, brawler, beggar, farmhand, brawler, priest, cripple, day tailor, bowyer, day tailor, companion, farmhand, companion. We are still recruiting, and I think I'm going to turn down that job. That was a 2-skull caravan guarding mission. Goblin raiders, a few ambushes and a few skirmishes. Just looking... Oh, Fraggle, dude, you have to. This game's amazing. If it wasn't for the level 1s on the front line, I would run down those goblins, because their weapons are amazing. You get their swords, even better their spears. That's just wonderful, because they weigh so little, so they don't cost you very much in the way of fatigue. Beyond, we're just going to keep hiring all the cheap shite we can. Never really used thieves before. Peddler. I actually don't know if peddlers affect your prices. You know what, let's hire him and just see what he's got, and we'll just keep him in reserve. On the off chance it actually affects the prices we get. But he's crap anyway, so we're not going to hang on to him. Beyond the dumb beggar. Nah. We need 3 more, we'll achieve our ambition. Oh, that's cheap, we'll buy that for sure. What can we get rid of? We need all of the stuff, except that's all shite. We need loads of tools and food. Who's got enough fatigue to be able to use these heater shields? (76 fatigue, 52, 83, but he's already using that heater. 79 is a good option. Whose door is that? Just making sure everybody up front has bandages. I want to take this job. Actually, let's see what this is. Is this a patrol? Greenskins, sorry, too difficult. What you got for us? Ugh. Get the relic. 2 skull, get the relic. Sounds simple enough. Let's do it. So once again, we could be fighting against skeletons. So you use a boar spear, go through the shield. You use an axe. Let's take loads of axes because at least when you, even if you miss and it bounces off the shield, it does some damage with the axe. Everybody else just use swords because no one else has enough attack value to be able to use these morning stars, and the morning stars don't really do much damage to shields anyway. Yeah. I would kill for another one of these long axes. What do we got here? Ooh, 287, that is cheap. I'll turn that down. 22, just looking at the fatigue values. 68, but I think it's worth it for the extra bit of defense. Honestly, I might make Sigbold the Flail Master. Never used anyone as a Flail Master. Why not? It could be fun. Oh, south. It's abandoned walls. Oh, that's the spot we uncovered earlier. Interesting. I hope for a new life in your company and you go ruin this hope. Well, unfortunately, sorry beggars, they're just there to make up the numbers so we can get our ambition, and then we'll get rid of them as soon as we have the numbers. You know what, there's an off chance it might be Vadergangers, so I want to just pelt them with projectiles as they come towards us. It's probably going to be skeletons. I mean, just looking at the weapons, if it is Vadergangers, then I'm going to wish that I had skirmish axe, for example, to decapitate the bastards with. That's fine. 64, he doesn't have the fatigue for it. 46, oh god, you need a spear. You're not going to be able to hit anything. Oof. Who else can I give this skirmish axe to? We got the attack value 64, 57, 64. Yeah, you can use it. You run out of fatigue. But I reckon it'll be worth it. Ooh. Some auxiliaries, some ancient legionaries. If those ancient legionaries are pike users, this is going to be quite tough here. There's 2 of them. I think we run from this. This is actually pretty damn scary. The biggest problem you have is these pike users. We're going to get a little bit of a mood debuff if we run from this, but staying and fighting, I mean, our level 1 guys have almost no chance of surviving this fight. Let's just take the honourable retreat, which I do hate to do, but losing our level 1s is going to set us back quite a lot. Running away bravely. If we had 6 flails for the front line, then it would be a very different story. It would be a lot easier to win this fight, but we're going to have to do a lot of farming of raiders to get the flails. You could make the argument that when you find reinforced flails, you just buy them. They're like 300 gold each. But I've never felt the need to actually buy them, because normally you don't struggle to pick up flails just from killing enemies. We've just kind of been unlucky in that we haven't gotten them in this playthrough. Yeah, you can, but I mean, I don't see any way that we do this mission where we don't take 1 or 2 losses. Remember, these guys all have shield experts, so we've got access fine, but like Hilderich would need at least 2 turns using nothing but destroy shield to kill even one of their shields, and then he's exhausted. Now, if we had 2 long axes, and each of the long axe users had axe experts, so they can one-shot the shields, then that also changes things. But you know what? I think I saw a bunch of reinforced flails going for like 300 gold each at that other village down the road. Maybe I should have bought them, because then this could have been a very different story. But now, I think you've got to be realistic that you're not going to win every single battle. Well, I mean, and if you try to, at least it's been my experience, if you try to take every single battle, it ultimately isn't the best for you, because you end up falling behind the curve in terms of where you need to be at a certain time period, like on a certain day, because you keep suffering losses, and that ultimately puts you back. These ancients are no joke. They don't have fatigue, they don't have morale, so they can keep shield wall up indefinitely. Bravely ran away, the head splitters. Yeah, like, I mean, the temptation, particularly because I'm streaming, is to fight every single battle and to try and make it exciting, but ultimately that just leads to an 18-episode YouTube series. I mean, this one, my mission is to go, well, just as late as we can. In Season 3, we scored 98 points, which is very disappointing. Hell, I think we might have even done more than that already, but I want to see how far we can go. At an absolute minimum, I want to make the late game crisis. What we do in that late game crisis hits is entirely another story. And what that late game crisis is going to be is another story. I think we chose random, so it could be any of them. I think I should probably speed up the animations. Faster AI movement. Come on, team. Yeah, that's much better. I need to see the full animations. Are we out? No, 2 more lads need to get out. It's kind of scary how they just teleport. Retreat. Bravely retreating. And on the plus side, we now know what's in there. So we know as soon as we have flails all up on the front line, we should be able to do that. So hopefully we didn't take too much of a morale hit there. Yeah, retreating upsets people, but what are you going to do? Don't we have another dagger for you, Hilderich? Nope. Does anybody need that knife? I don't think so. I actually missed the trick here. I've got heavier armor in the center of the formation, and it should be on the flank of the formation. Yep. Okay, that's all good. Onward. Thanks, Roji. If you follow me, it should give you a notification. I don't know why it wouldn't. But you are right, though. It can be a bit difficult. I mean, like, very often, PFLAX will start streaming and I won't get a notification. We said we weren't going to hire this lad. We're going to see if we can get a few more. Oh, that's too good to turn down. Let's buy everything we can here. That's actually not bad price either. 250. It's only 20 to 45. Is that worth it? I'm leaning towards no, it's not. I mean, as we keep fighting raiders, we'll get loads of flails. I've never struggled, you know, to get flails. Okay, so everybody has bandages. Yeah, excellent. Next village. We'll hire some more beggars. We need 3 more people. Although seriously, hang on, so let's see. So this is someone we're not going to keep. Dirk, we're not going to keep. Gisela is going to get retired. Bjorn, not going to keep. And Alwyn, we're actually going to hang on to see if he affects the prices at all. I don't think he does. Walram, we're going to replace. He's a cripple. Bertolf, he's level 1 and he's already got a permanent injury. I'm going to replace him as well. Ooh, Wolfram, the refugee. 2 more cheapies needed, come on. That's actually a tempting buy, because I'd love to get my hands on that halberd. So like, detail with this 72 accuracy will do work with that halberd. Oh, just dream. We can only dream, friends. Look at these beautiful weapons. Oh, winged mace. 40% of damage ignores armor. I think I want to have at least 1 mace specialist in my team. So knockout has a 100% chance to stun the target if not immune. So when you're fighting against raiders that have a bandit leader, you just need to get your mace person onto him and just keep him stun locked. Kill everybody else. And then the leader, you just nick his gear, because the leader always has the best gear. Oh, look at that. 42 fatigue though. Scale armor I've found to have one of the best price points. Well, fatigue to armor ratio, so 26 fatigue for 240. But it is very expensive. The first big heavy armor we'll start buying is these reinforced mail hauberks. They are actually the cheapest though. If you look at price to armor ratio. So one of my overarching objectives is to get someone who has stars in melee skill and melee defense. Like Arnulf here. We'll give him some of that super heavy armor and a big helmet and a big 2-handed weapon. But he's going to need loads more fatigue, so when he levels up now, we'll make sure we take some fatigue on him. And what else can we take here that gives him fatigue? Arguably Pathfinder, because it just uses fatigue cost reduced by half for moving around. Recover is kind of good, but if you have so little fatigue, you're only getting half of that back, so it's hardly worth it. I think you pick a weapon specialization, so swinging his weapon costs less. I'm tempted to go hammer mastery and get the 2-handed hammer. The 2-handed hammer is amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the skill with the 2-handed hammer that lets you hit 3 guys has a chance to knock them back and stun them as well. It's just so good. These are all too expensive. a hunter with true shot in his name. He'll be amazing, but 18 a day. And we don't particularly need ranged guys. I mean, for a level 5 archer, 60 aim is okay. A level 5, 68 is okay. 53 at level 5 is not great, but he's got 3 stars, so he'll be amazing. Yeah, our 4 archers are just amazing. I want another hunter's bow for Ryman, and what I need more than anything is an upgraded crossbow. But I don't think we can justify the expense just yet. Let's grab ourselves at least 1 dog. Hound, Brent, Gruff. Let's get Gruff. Who's a good boy, Gruff? Gruff! A Wolfram, a refugee. 52's okay. A stop. I can work with that. 51. Hit points is not enough though. Beyond, it's got 2 in defense, but not enough hit points. You know what? Let's use them. They're nice and cheap. We can turn them into shield bearers, if nothing else. Too expensive. Oh, that's nice and cheap. I'm trying to vary up the rations because it'll give a nice mood boost. Oh, I want that. Can't afford. Too expensive. Let's take a little break there. And when we come back, we'll head south down to Muckenberg. If we can't hire 2 more tards, get our ambition. Keep grinding away.